Well, good day. Happy New Year, everybody. This is speaking Coach Honey Shantay. This is Financial Fitness Fridays. How are you all today on this good day? This is Friday. This is a good day, so I am excited to be here. I appreciate all you guys being here. I have some numbers I want to go over, and I want did you all know this? Did you all know that? So today we're going to talk about that on this Friday. Happy New Year once again. And so I want to come with some stacks. I know you're like, what is this Financial Fitness Friday about today? So today we're going to talk about fear and money. We're going to have a heart-to-heart conversation today on the new year. I think it's important to have those conversations on the front end, not the back end. So let's have it on the front end so the rest of the year can be off to a great start. So we're off to the horses, they would say, off to the races, as they would say, right? So with that being said, so let's talk about it. Let's dive in. We're gonna dive in. We're gonna get in. We're gonna talk about some things. It may be uncomfortable, but we're gonna work through it because I'm a firm believer. If you talk about the hard things, then when you talk about it, it makes it easier and you work through those things. So by the way, you guys see my background. I'm in a different spot. Once again, I'm in a whole other state. I've been traveling. I'll be traveling again this weekend. I'm like on the go. Grace, grace, grace. Thank you. Grace is yes. Grace, 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 grace. So let's talk about these numbers. Hey, happy New Year! Happy New Year! What's going on, my brother? What's going on with you? Happy New Year to you. So I want to talk some numbers. So we're gonna talk some numbers, some hardcore numbers. I see I got my notes. I'm like ready to go on Facebook, on IG. I'm ready to go. Let's talk about it. The topic we'll talk about today is the main drivers of financial stress in 2025. So we already crossed over into 2026, right? We crossed over. We in a new year, but we need to game plan, and we need to game plan better, and we need to talk about these pain points. We need to talk about some of these real issues and how we're going to deal with those issues. And if we run away from it, we repeat the same cycle in 2026. Who wants to repeat the same cycle? No one. We want to get better. We always want to get better. Even if we do things good, we want to get better, 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 and we want to grow. And that's cool to myself, you, and all of us, right? So let's do that. How can we do that? Let's talk numbers, because numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. So the main concern, one of the drivers' concern that many people facing, all of us facing, we was to be totally honest. Listen, we having a raw conversation. My mentor say raw like sushi. That's his saying. So we're gonna have a raw like sushi kind of conversation, because if we don't face it, and then we had the same thing. So we want to just deal with it head on. We want to tackle it. Let's go for it. Let's go. Let's handle it. Because if we handle it, then we can deal with it and we can move on. So the number one thing is inflation. Inflation and the cost of living. 56% of Americans say that is their biggest concern in 2025. They did a report in 2025. That was the biggest concern. It was keeping up with the cost of living. 54 people responded saying the key contributor to the fear of concerning them is run out of money. So people have that, whether people say it or not. Numbers don't lie. 54. That means half of the people that live in this country. I'm only speaking about American. I'm not speaking about any other country, Africa, Asia. I'm not speaking about South America, Australia, Europe. I'm not speaking about that. Those are different numbers. But just in this country, in the United States of America, in this country, is 54% of Americans say that that's a concern. Okay, I got a call, and I got to take this call. OMG. So we got to pause this, y'all.